Right. Just downloaded one YouTube video. Plucking hairs out my head. Well, they're not hairs, because my hair used to be fair, and now it's all this black crap that's nothing like hair, as you'll see if you watch the video that I've just put on there. I'll show you it in a minute. But this stuff coming out of my head that supposedly is my hair, when I've plucked it out and I put it on the tissue, it then stands upright on the tissue, and when you try and lift it, it clings. See the way it's pulling on the tissue, look? It reroutes itself. That big one there is just stuck right back in. If I pull it out, it'll have a bulb on the end of it. There you go. I'm going to put it there. When you get close up to it, see the bulb down the bottom end? There's a bulb there. Maybe you zoom in a bit. Some of it's got a glow. Some of it hasn't, some of it has. But what I didn't show on the other video, you see that there, look at that. Look at the size of the bulb head on that. That's not a root. That there is not a root. See, it's rerouted, stuck back in the tissue, clinging on for dear life, doesn't want to let go. Because it's still alive. This is why everybody's skin and bodies feel electrified and tingling and crawling. Because this stuff is kicking out your real hair. It's taking over your hair follicles. It's growing. It's doing what it's moving about, that one, by the way. Just watch it. Let me try and keep the camera still. Just for a couple of seconds. It's like watercress. The only way to describe it is like watercress. You put a seed in there and it'll grow. And that thing not only grows, but when you try and pull it out, it doesn't want to budge. I just laid that flat on the tissue before after plucking it from my head. Look at it. When you put it back down, it sits upright. It doesn't lie flat. I've got them clinging to the tweezers. There's one on the end of that tweezer there. I need to wipe it off. Because I hate the stuff. It's disgusting. It's taken over my body. There's one inside there. Look at it. Clinging inside. This is what it does. Doesn't matter if you tap it. There it is, still in there. Anyway, that's just one little example, but what I didn't show you, which is what I wanted to show on the other one, and I'm going to show you now, is something that no doctor, scientist, whatever can dispute. Just show you 1:32 it is, Tuesday the 31st of January. Just show you on my other. That's the download that's going. 6% uploaded now. Morgellons taking over my hairs. Microscope recorded. Okay. That's downloading now as we speak. But what I forgot to show was this. And this is Morgellons proof. Because inside this, I have kept this. This came out of my leg in the shower when I put vinegar on. It flew out like almost a shock the pain was horrendous. The pain shot up my leg. There it is. This thing I'm going to put underneath the microscope for you. I'm going to put it on the file, and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like underneath the microscope. If I can get it out of the tissue. I forgot all about this because I've kept it safe, because it's the one thing to me that rings true with nanotechnology. I need to pick it up carefully because I don't want to break it. Saying that, there you go. I've never seen one break. Not like this anyway. Right, I'm going to put it on there. I need to move it over so you're going to get a proper picture. Be as gently as possible, because this thing defies all science and biology for coming out of a human. That's as much as I can get on to the white patch. Now I need to get the camera into this holder. As you can see, this fits on to the microscope. If I can just squeeze the other one off. Okay, now then, please let this be working. I don't want this camera to go off. Okay, let's see. That should be it. Now we need to get that, and we need to put that underneath there, like so. Be prepared to see a human hair, supposedly. That underneath there came out of my leg. Now I just need to get the focus right. The camera's not on properly. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully. I just need to focus properly. Right, that's the slide. And now, wait till you see this, folks. This is like nothing you've seen coming out of somebody's leg. That's the end of it. That is the root. That, I can move it better. See? That was like a massive bulb when it came out the leg, but it was attached to what I thought was the hair of my leg. When you look at the hair, I'll move it further down. That there is the hair. When you look at the hair close up, looks nothing like a hair. I've looked at hairs underneath microscopes, and this has no resemblance of them whatsoever. This has parts of it that's glowing, parts of it that look fluorescent, parts of it that change colour. You look at the far end, I'll take you all the way down to the bottom. See the way it's glowing there? That's not the light shining on it. This stuff glows like radiation. That's off the slide, so we'll have a quick look down the bottom end of it. just need to nudge that back on so as you can see the other end of it. Okay, that's better. Let's have a look. Zoom back out on the camera. Get that hair in shot. Keep calling it hair. It's not hair. See the one in the forefront? It's almost transparent. See it? Look at it. Look at that. Look at the end of it. Not a root. It's not a hair root. I'll take you back down the other end where the big part came out my leg. I need to push that back on so it's in full view. And get that in the middle. And there you go. Now you should see it better. That, my friends, you tell me, that's a hair out of the leg? It's not a hair out of the leg. That's a mass bundle of wires, almost. Like the nanotechnology that people discuss and talk about. That hurt like hell when it flew out the leg. How many more of these is embedded deep within the body and the skin? Does it transmit? Does it send electrical currents? Does it send signals out? Because it all comes to life overnight. Everybody that has this all say their skin's crawling over night time. You come alive at night. If you go near any Wi-Fi, you come alive. This stuff kicks out your hair and grows where your hair normally is. It mimics it. It almost looks like hair until you look at it close and you realise it's not. It's got no wispiness about it. It's got no bendable. It doesn't curl. It doesn't twist. Only at the end there when you find bundles of it in the root. And they come from one tiny little speck. One little tiny seed. That, my friends, is 100% real. And that came out of my body with those others on that other video that's downloading. And I know for a fact this is inside the body. It's got to be. The brain gets fogged. You get all kinds of brain fog that you can't concentrate like you used to be able to. I used to be able to research for hours and hours and hours. I can't do it now. It's like something's stopping me from concentrating. This is it. This stuff is growing from my head, growing out of my head. And this one in particular came from the leg. So I'm going to pick it out and put it back because it's one of the better samples I've got. And I really don't want to lose it. And I have got lots and lots of samples, as you can see. Pots and pots and pots, dated times. Hair follicles, stubble from the chin, throat, neck, nostrils, left, right nostril, eyelashes, eyebrows. You name it, I've got the tons of stuff. And any doctors and scientists that turn around and say, this is normal stuff to come out of the body and out of the skin, I think you need to go back to medical school. And any psychiatrists that try and label all Morgellons sufferers as psychotic, with psychotic illnesses and put them on antipsychotic drugs, you're the people that need locking up. You're the ones that need a padded cell. Because what you're doing to people goes beyond madness, goes beyond disbelief. This is legal genocide. This stuff takes over people's lives. It's growing out of eyebrows, eyelashes, eyes, nostrils, ears, mouth. It gets in your teeth, in your gums, in your tongue. It gets embedded in your skin like this one. Your hands and your feet tingle like there's an electrical current going through them. You wake up during the night and can't sleep because of the constant crawling sensations. It morphs into different things We've had the fungal coming out, which I've got umpteen images of. We've proven that rubbing green tea into the skin in a hot bath will bring out lots of fungal crap. I've proven that the seaweed mud that I've rubbed in my hands brings out almost metallic overload from the body. But it isn't, because when you look at it under the microscope, it's fungal with fibres growing from it. This is the biggest medical atrocity of the 21st century, and people out there that have got this all over the world are speaking to me constantly, daily, day and night. People have committed suicide because they can't cope with the symptoms, and people have been sectioned and put on antipsychotic drugs. This has been the biggest cover-up of the 21st century in medical history. It is shocking. It's abysmal. And somebody out there needs to blow the whistle, because I believe people are being silenced. I truly, truly believe that this has been totally blocked from any media transmission whatsoever, because there'd be mass panic if people thought that this was taking over human beings, which it is. And it's, at the moment, I believe it's epidemic. It's not just a few hundred here and a few hundred there. We're talking of thousands here and thousands there. It is, and it's going to get worse, because either you don't know how to control it or know how to deal with it, or you've released something that you shouldn't have done, genetically modified, or scientists have been messing about, as they do, and they've contaminated humans. It's as simple as that. There's no other explanation. Call it what you will. Chemtrails, nanotechnology, pesticides, GM, whatever. It's real. It's physical. It's destroying people's lives. Here's what I look like just before this started. This is me. That's me. Wispy, fair hair. Wispy, fair hair. Not black hair. Not stubble. It's quite real. Anyway, William King, January 2017. End of recording.